Look, I know I need a haircut, okay? Just like let it go. All right. Recently I've been thinking kind of about my job, weirdly. And I think as the tools get better. Oh, actually, I was reading an update from Claude that they basically improved their skill creator skill. And this is just a way to basically make the workflow work better. And one of the things that it did was that it runs a blind test. Oh my God, I'm full on Evan Dunn right here with this hair. It runs a blind test against the model without the skill and then the model with the skill. And then basically it says, has the base model improved? So has Anthropic's vanilla model improved? And so basically it runs a blind test and evaluates. Does the skill perform better than the model? And if the skill does, then it keeps the skill. If the model without all those instructions performs better, then just use the model. And I'm like, okay, well, if my job is essentially just a series of prompts, and it's not much more than that, these models should be able to do my job. And also companies shouldn't pay me. And if they shouldn't pay me, what's my job then? What should I be doing? And, this is not a tomorrow problem because there's still much more work to be done. This is Fire Crawl. Last time I cold, I knocked on the Fire Crawl offices. Right there. And I was like, yo, can we meet? And they're like, yeah, I guess so. And then I don't think they responded. So anyways, I was kind of like, so what's my purpose? And I've been thinking a lot about basically deploying AI programmatically for each person. And I don't think we've really seen this. And so one of the things that I was reading is that Anthropic pays $5,000 in token cost for the $200 a month subscription. And I think as the price of intelligence goes down, that you could imagine a Claude code running for every customer that would mine all of your intelligence and provide them maybe even apps just for them, experiences just for them, knowledge just for them. Now, of course, there's things like guardrails that you have to consider, but imagine what that would look like. And the other thing I sort of thought about is that the core thing that I don't think is going to be replaced by AI is relationships with people. And I think that some of the best use of AI is to improve the quality and the information exchanged with someone asynchronously before you meet, to basically build forms of goodwill. This is what a good content strategy does, frankly. And if you could personalize that to each individual person, I mean, think of the things you could do. And so I think one of the durable things that will always be true about me, and probably about the capabilities of the models, is just structured empathy. How do you have empathy for the customer? How do you understand which customers need kind of what intelligence? And basically the net generation ability to go figure out the ways in which you can combine things to provide value. And that's kind of the one thing that I think that this net new idea, because the models have been trained on kind of everything, it's just not good at. This is something I'm exceptional at. So I think that as we sort of think more and more about what is the purpose of our jobs, if these models get more valuable, and if more of my job is not interacting with the software or setting stuff up, and it's like closer raw intelligence, and the quality of the raw intelligence, the model gets bigger, what do we as knowledge workers do? Who are we? And I think a lot of those questions come down to empathy. And go-to-market engineering, also understanding. And the sheer amount of information that exists in a company is massive. Your ability to structure it and deploy the models and let them go hog wild, that's what makes you different. And I'm not really sure that the models will crack that. Hopefully not in my lifetime. But if they do, I do think that people will always want to have conversations with other people. And that skill, knowing that you can look someone in the eye and say, this is the person that's going to be responsible for X or Y or Z decision, that's will matter all the way into the future. This is why Anthropic is hiring a bunch of sales reps, because they know that someone that's spending $1 million a month wants a person to talk to, not just for technical help, but to help them understand what best to do and how best to use their technology. And that doesn't feel like it's going away anytime soon. Ciao.